So that's the remove lead source, and then the next step it says you have the lead source push feature currently disabled. So this is good if you don't want any of this stuff pushing. You can just turn it off really easy. You can just go to the iTracker 360 features and then scroll to step number 3 and then just enable it. So just check this box and enable it, and then pretty much after that iTracker will start pushing your Infusionsoft lead source updates nightly. So I'm going to go back to the lead source organization feature. I'm going to go back into the area where we organize it. So that message is gone. There's no message about it's currently disabled or anything, but you can go back and uncheck the box if you want to disable it. So I'm just going to hide this, and then here we say we have 11 contacts that need their lead source synced. You can push these contacts immediately, and before when I pushed it, it said pushing is disabled. That's because that checkbox was disabled. If you did not have this action set created, you would get another message that would say, I think here, that would say, no action set found, and it would not update any contacts. So it's not going to be able to update any contacts until you have this lead source, remove lead source action set created, and also the feature enabled. So I'm just going to push these changes so that the 11 contacts will get their lead sources synced into Infusionsoft. So this is currently running, and right now it says time taken. It's currently running. The status is pushing, and then it said updated 1 of 11. There's 4 that are already here, but if I refresh again, this number should increment. So I'm just going to hide this, and there's 5 of 11 updated. So as it makes its way, you'll see that the contacts are being updated to this new lead source. So I'm just going to wait just another minute and refresh, and I'm going to hide that. So it's almost done. Now we do wait 2 seconds in between API calls, so that's why it's taking a little bit, because we just try to, we don't want to use all your API credits up. So if we find some of these contacts, so let's say contact ID 10581, the lead source should say Bing now. So let's log into Infusionsoft and just check that guy out. So I don't know the name of him, so I'm just going to pull up my record and then change the ID up here to 10581. So this is that contact, and the lead source is in fact set to Bing. Now if I go to my tags, here's an interesting thing. I have the iTracker 360 old lead source. So if the Infusionsoft or iTracker, if we push a change, we apply a tag called old lead source so that this lead source value is still captured. Now you still have the original one if you're using tag-based tracking, but if iTracker ever pushes a change, we have this old lead source tag category where we just have at least a record of what we did. And if you want to enable or disable old lead source tags, you can go to the features page where we have the checkboxes where you enable and disable stuff. And I believe this is step number 3 is to enable it. But then we have these lead source push tags where we apply a lead source tag, called iTracker 360 old lead source or whatever. So this is this box. So number 5 will enable or disable those other tags. So you can enable or disable it, but I went ahead and enabled it for my account. So that's the lead source push feature, and it's a pretty handy tool. This stuff will keep your lead sources organized. Now from time to time you'll want to log back in and just check to make sure that there's no lead sources that you might want to categorize, but if it all looks good, then you're fine. And if you want to come in here and see what we've done in the past, you can do that. And also there's that tag that we apply if you have that option enabled under features. So that's the remove lead source action set, and then a little bit of information about pushing and updating your lead sources regularly. Thanks.